Let's see if we can do this one. I have prepared something. Last time I started painting Zeus, I'm gonna paint his brother instead because I have an idea. And we're gonna work with that idea. Where's my pen? Here's my pen. Anyways, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. We're gonna paint Poseidon. And I have too many good ideas for writing books. But this one I'm gonna blame on N. Not because it's her fault that I was thinking about it, but she asked if I was gonna write about it. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. I have made a little bit of a sketch behind, and it's a shit sketch, but I'm gonna base myself on that one first. That's watercolor. We're not gonna do watercolor. We're gonna, yeah, let's do that. First of all, the sketch is in the background and it's not meant to be visibly super obvious, because then I will be going too harsh on this one. Okay. Lower this one a little bit. So that I can almost see the background. Because that's kind of the point. Hope everyone's doing good. Hello, Red. So yes, I have an idea with this one, and yeah, we're gonna do it like that. I think we're gonna do it like this. Actually, we're gonna start by adding this one. Why? Why do you not want? Hello, Morior. Yeah, so I told you like a long time ago I had this idea of Greek gods being a mafia people. Greek gods as mafia people. And yeah, where I have too many good ideas to write, and this is just one of those that originally wasn't intended to be written. It was just gonna be painted, and then Maud came and asked me, "Are you gonna write this one?" So now I might. She went like, "Yeah, it might be a short story, but I think it's not. I think it's not a short story." I think it's a longer story. I think it's a full-length fuck-off story. I already have. I was starting to write it and I went like, "Ooh, this is cool. This is cool. Let's have this one happen." Because so one of the most cool ideas I had, and I'm hesitant to start painting that one yet, but one of the absolute coolest ideas I have was that Hades' wife, and she's called Persephone. She's the goddess of spring, in case anyone is, if I remember correctly. But she has a chihuahua named Spot, and for anyone who knows anything about Greek stuff, a fun little anecdote thing is that the word Kerberos, which is, you know, the three-headed dog, that one probably means spotted. So like her dog is Kerberos is actually called Spot in Greek. It's not 100% sure that one is the case, but I'm gonna go with that one, so sue me. So obviously Persephone doesn't have just a dog, she has, you know, a chihuahua, a three-headed chihuahua. But I'm really hesitant to start painting that one, so I'm gonna start painting Poseidon first. I started with Zeus, and that one was cool and all, but it wasn't as good as I intended it to be. Let's do this one first, actually. This one should be like this. We are gonna do it like this. This one should be here. It's an idea. It's I don't know if it's a good idea. Is it an apple-headed chihuahua? So I don't know. In my like, I'm not super fond of chihuahuas. So in my mind, it's not a perfect chihuahua really. I think it's like what are they called? The naked dogs, crested, whatever they're called, crested something. So like I'm thinking probably more like one of those ones, because it's not a perfect dog. It's not gonna be perfect anyway, because it's myths and shit. Myth and crap. But obviously she's gonna have to have a chihuahua. Oops, that's not correct. This is. Ugh. But then I was thinking about that one, and I went like, yeah, but you know, how we even get to her, because you know. And then I started thinking, you know, maybe they have a big fuck off hotel slash I don't know, den where they do all of their mafia shizzle, and maybe that's a big fuck off house that's called the Olympus, because that's fun. And then I started thinking about that one, and I went like, you know, then I started going cinematic in my ideas, because I started thinking about, okay, how can I display this one and show this one. And I got to the point where I went like, maybe someone got thrown out of. You get into mafia, right? It's mafia, and there are only two ways this one can go. You can either go Goodfellas, or you can go proper noir. So I'm going proper noir mixed with Goodfellas, I think, because of course I do. So maybe someone threw someone out of the window, and maybe the person they threw out of the window was Zeus's accountant. But I don't know any accountants like thingies in Greek mythology, so I went like, yeah, okay, so if they're Greek gods in this one, then there are gonna be other gods as well. So I just was thinking maybe his accountant is the Egyptian god Thoth, who is the god of wisdom. Because otherwise I would have to put Athena in there like his accountant, and I don't think that one would work well. So someone's throwing out an Ibis out of the window. The first thing that happens. I think. We'll see. I have ideas. There are ideas, man. Ah, I see. That's not... Yeah, but you know, it's difficult because now we got Shizzle going, and then I start thinking about cool ideas, and I don't know, we'll see. It's dangerous out there when I get ideas. Okay. Ideas is bad or good. Okay, this one is a cool song, but it lasts forever. Oh, we're already past that one. Okay. That's okay. We'll move ahead a little bit. There we go. So how's everyone else doing? Beyond the fact that they can listen to my ramblings about strange gods. As mafia bosses. How was vacation? Maybe we should start there. Nice. Good to see everybody. I was hoping to... Nice. Got to see everyone you were hoping to see. That's what we want. Yeah, no, I can understand that one. That's usually the case. It's always nice when you have a chance to relax a little bit and meet people and, you know. just generally be relaxed is also a sensation that I think is underrated. So the thing that I had in mind for this one is that Zeus and Poseidon are going to be twins. So they're gonna have very similar looks. I think I mentioned this one already last time. There's gonna be there's gonna be a distinct difference between them. That's kind of the most important thing to realize first. But they will have similarities, especially in face and body, that will make you go, this is not just brothers, these ones are actually very close in how they look. Is my thought. So we'll see if I can manage to do that one. I might once I've done Poseidon, I might just flip it and see if I can change the colors of the clothes and then, you know, alter the face a little bit. And just make that one be Zeus. It sounds a little bit lazy when I say it like that, so maybe that one is a little bit lazy, I don't know. We don't do lazy. Well, we do lazy. Let's not say that we don't do lazy when we actually do. Well, I do. On occasion. Work smarter, not harder, yes. I hear that a thing. Okay. Okay, one of the difficult parts about this one is I need to kind of define the face, and then I'm gonna have to paint the face again. And it's not always the easiest for me, but we do what we can. Painting the same face twice is unfortunately something that I have struggled with in the past. And it's been one of my Achilles heels. Ha 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 ha, Achilles. Greek gods. Topical jokes are a thing. Oh wow. You know, if I'm gonna write this one, if I would write this one into something, then I would have to. I would do shitloads of research. I wouldn't have to do shitloads of research. I would. And then where would you land? Oh wow. What is this? That's not what I wanted. What the fuck? Get rid. Huh. Okay then. There was some sort of update thingy happening. Don't ask me why. Okay, this feels a little bit weird. I see. God, I already have a fantastic name for one of the extra characters. This is bad. Now I'm getting even more invested and stuff. Okay, bear with me. How good is your knowledge of the Greek mythologies? Because we got to learn this shit at school here. I don't know how that one is everywhere else, but I saw. I'm not jotting it down just yet, but do you know anything about the Odyssey? It's okay, nothing special. Okay. In the Odyssey, let's start with the Iliad. In the Iliad, there's like a big fuck off war between Greece in general and Troy, right? Because the most beautiful woman in the world got stolen by Troy and married off to someone, and the Greeks didn't like it. So they sent everyone there. And in the Odyssey, the Greeks have won, and they're on their way home. And one of the generals of this one is a king called Odysseus, right? And he does something, and the gods get angry, and they go like, "Fuck off! You're gonna now stray around in this little ocean that we have for 10 years, I think it is, or something like that." It's a very small ocean. It's a small ocean part inside of the Mediterranean. It's puny, but he drifts along there. And one of the things that happen, which I think that you are well aware of, is that they get caught by a cyclops. Do you know this one? Does it ring a bell? Does it ring a bell? Do you know the name of the Cyclops? I'm giggling inside like a little girl right now. See, you're better educated than I gave you. Got under the sheep wool or something? Yes. Yes. But do you know his name? Okay. We're gonna do this one. I'm giggling. Okay, I'm gonna write the name. He's called wow, that's the wrong. We're not doing that one. Okay, what is this one? Where the fuck is this color? Where's the color? It's not called Bobby. He's not called Bill. Biggest Tigus. He's called Polyphemus. Right? This feels a little bit familiar. Right? Oops. No. Stop it. I'm hoping that it feels familiar. Okay. He's called Polyphemus. I'm so bad. I'm thinking he's the son of Poseidon. That is one of the things that happens, yeah? Polyphemus is a Cyclops. He's the son of Poseidon. And so he's special, right? But if I'm gonna make this one into Greek gods or the mafia, I'm gonna mix up their relationship slightly. So there might not always be, son of or daughter of or whatever, If if Zeus is the big head honcho, then he's gonna have his brothers Poseidon and Hades be his closest underlings, right? And they're gonna be brothers, which means that Poseidon is he's not capo, he's higher than capo, I don't know, consigliere or whatever, or something equivalent, right? And under each of them they will have capos, captains, people that run things. And then Polyphemus would obviously fall under Poseidon. And here's my suggestion. First of all, his nickname would be that makes sense, right? Right. He probably has like a lazy eye, or maybe he's just I don't know. Maybe he has damaged his eye or something. But what he actually is called is Paul or Paulie. So that's so bad. that's literally so bad. It's so bad. Now I have to write in Polyphemus. It does work. It does this. That's the scary part. It works. He's gonna have to be like an English style mafia dude. He's gonna be one of those that, you know, you come into his bar or whatever and he goes like, "You alright, mate?" And be very jovial and stuff, and then he eats your fingers or something. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, that's really bad. I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Yeah, well, that's ruined now. See, this is what happens when you give me ideas. I just run with them. I gave myself, yeah, well, I didn't mean that idea specific. That idea, I'll take credit for that idea, okay? That was all me. But still. It was so bad. I'm still laughing inside, I'm sorry. In case anyone's wondering, what I'm trying to do with this one is I'm trying to evoke like a, almost like a Danny Aiello feel. It would be easy to go Tony Soprano, but I don't think that one is a good idea. I think that might be a bad idea. Maybe. I'm gonna lose you on most mafia stuff, like lose as in... Ah, that's okay. You've never seen The Godfather or Goodfellas? Well, so I'm never gonna be one who forces anyone to watch anything, but both of those are, if you disregard the fact that they are about mafia people, they're really good movies. Personally, I think Scarface is not as good. There are a lot of people that think Scarface is good as well. You like the idea, you just don't know much? Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to like the idea. Not everything has to be something that everyone likes. But in terms of cinematography and stuff like that, some of the absolute best movies there are. You've seen Scarface a lot. Say hello! In oh god, who is that one? Oh, I need to look that one up. In the first Godfather movie, you have the most Italian of all of them is played by James Caan. And I need to look it up now, but I don't think James Caan was particularly Italian. He was Jewish immigrant, which makes sense actually. So yeah, but he plays the absolute most Italian person I've ever seen in anything, which is funny, considering that James Caan is very was very non-Italian. I think he passed away, I'm not sure. So like I said, I had like a very rough sketch made up. I'm painting over them slightly because I want to make this one happen a little bit faster, but I also want to make sure that it can't look too much like the original. What's this? That's the wrong layer. Cronk. The original sketch wasn't super good, so. But yeah, Goodfellas is good as well. It's also good cinematography. And Scarface is not one of my favorite movies. I don't know why, it grated me a bit. It has nothing to do with Al Pacino because Al Pacino is excellent in it. Like really excellent. Proper excellent, actually. Can't be too bright this one either because it needs to be Poseidon, not. I'm thinking Zeus is gonna have like a white suit, and Poseidon is gonna have a gray, like a gray, bluish suit. And tentacles on his arms. Or some such. Because I have tentacles on my leg, but you know. Like, so I was thinking, because if they are twins, then you know, how do we differentiate them? How do we make them look different from one another? And I'm thinking one of the best ways to do that one is to have them be more or less identical, but then they have like tattoos on their arms, and one has lightning bolts and the other one has tentacles, octopus arms, legs, whatever you call it. And you know, the big boys. I don't think Hades will have any tattoos though. He's gonna look different anyway, so. Twitch died on your end? Is it still died? It's weird. It's working now. That is odd. Okay. Maybe we should try to save as well quickly. There are doggos coming up here. Which means N is back. Hello. Hi. Okay. That's better. Alright. We're gonna see if we can add a little bit of tattoos here, because I have rudimentary tattoos, but we're gonna need to make them look a little bit more. I want them to look kind of like the tattoos I have, but mine is on the leg, so. Maybe darker on this side, so it needs to be closer to the blue on that side. Just trying to make it work somehow. We're not gonna work on this. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna continue super much longer, but we're gonna do a bit more. You get the mob vibes. Yeah, good. This is the point. This is what we're aiming for. The mob vibes should be there. It looks very not clean right now though, but we're gonna work on that one somehow. That was shit. We're gonna remove down. Okay, what are you doing? But just lie down, sweetie. Good. Yeah. You know how it is. Dig a hole and stuff. Now, enough. We do not like that one because that one is a recipe for disaster or some such. That's when baby gets too close to computer for comfort. You have no idea. Well, you might have an idea, but you know. Yes. Yeah, well, I often like to shoot them out, but not being able to. For various reasons. We're gonna keep that one there for now and call it quits for today. Let's do a time-lapse time, which I might regret, but we'll see. And then hopefully This one feels better than the Zeus one did, and we can get somewhere with this one. If I write anything on this one, I might post it in the Discord as well. If I write something. Polyphemus is way too fun to not write, I think. We'll see. OnlyFans Poly. Or all Poly. Okay, fine. I thought you said OF Poly. Whatever. Let's not go into that direction. Anyways, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.